this is Pete from Abstract Ocean. Today we're going to talk about installing our Tempered Glass 9H screen protector. Everything you need is in the kit, so obviously you have the screen protector, the cleaning kit, a little tape kit which we'll talk about in the video, and then all you need is some daylight because that helps with the installation and spotting all the dust before you put the screen protector on, and then 10 or 15 minutes of time. This is pretty easy. The tempered glass screen protectors are easier to apply than the flexible ones, so we're going to give this a rating of a 2. Okay, hey everyone, today we're going to install tempered glass screen protector by Abstract Ocean. A couple of things we need to do first before we start. One is turn off the AC. We want as little air movement in the cabin as possible. And then 2, go to your display and then screen and cleaning mode. That obviously makes the screen black, makes it really easy to spot any dust and other stuff on the screen. So in the kit, this is the matte version. I'm mostly using that because it's easier to see on camera, but it's also my favourite one. But anyway, in the kit we've got the screen protector. And then inside we have the protector itself, and then a little pack of cleaning goodies which we'll go over in a second, and then something that really helps with the installation, which I learned from another Tesla owner. Just 3 pieces of tape. We're going to use that to do what we call the hinge method to install the screen protector. It makes it really easy to get it aligned, so we'll come back to that in a second. Let's start with the pack. So inside we have some dust removers, a couple of those, little alcohol wet wipe, and then of course the dry cleaning cloth as well. So we're going to start with the alcohol. Use this anyway, even if you think your screen is clean. It helps just eliminate a little bit of the static, not much. They are full of static, but nevertheless. Just give that a wipe. And while that is drying off, we're going to put our 3 pieces of tape on. So there's actually 3 pieces on here. You need fingernails to get to them. So we're just going to space them along the top, just like that. Kind of regretting not wearing my glasses. One there, and then last bit. Okay, put that there. Okay, now we've done that, the screen is dry, so we're going to grab our little teeny tiny dry cloth. Just go over it one more time, get any fingerprints or specks of dust, and really so a couple more tips. Obviously turn off the cabin conditioning, air conditioning, to stop any air movement. Wash your hands, and then try and do it when you have a bit of time, when it's not roasting hot outside. It's roasting hot outside at the moment and is already getting pretty hot in here, so that's no fun. But you do need to do it outside because the daylight really helps spot any dust on the screen. We say it all the time, but dust is the big enemy here. You really want to get as much of it off as you can. So we're going to use one of our little dust absorbers just to pick up any other bits of dust that land on the screen. This will be the first of a couple of times we do this, but just get the worst of it. Alright, so here's the screen protector. On the matte version, the tab marks the top left. The Model 3 screen has a slight curve on this bottom edge. It wasn't in the engineering specs, but it is there now. So our 9H tempered glass screen protectors are cut to fit that perfectly. So the first thing you want to do, leaving the protective sheet on the back, is just get it on the screen and kind of experiment with positioning it. It's really not easy. You think you got 2 of the corners right and the other 2 are way off. It doesn't even make any sense, but it's true. So, you know, take your line at the top and at the bottom, the screen protector is genuinely a perfect fit, so you shouldn't be able to see any of the original screen when you've got it perfectly positioned. And when you do, try not to let it slip like I just did, so kind of hold it at the bottom. But when you do, make sure you look all around. Trying to stay out of frame, but you really do need to look everywhere. Okay, when you think you got it right, and this thing just slides around like it's on ice, so it's frustrating a little bit, but there we go. Alright, when you think you got it right, grab your bits of tape and just roll them over the top. This tape is, oddly enough, we spent way too long selecting the tape, but it's important. This doesn't stretch at all, and while you're manipulating everything, it's important for it to maintain its shape, otherwise your screen protector isn't going to be in the right spot. So I'm just looking at this side and it's still not quite right. I'm going to move that up just slightly. Make sure your tape is flat. Okay, now we're happy with it. We're going to just lift it up at the bottom, grab this tab, and don't worry about too much movement because the tape should hold it all in place, and just roll this back. As you do this, you'll feel a bunch of static, so we're going to do that, and then we're going to take another look at the screen. Make sure no dust has got on there. Can't see any, but as I say, I'm not wearing my glasses, so. And then we're going to just lever it back down, and then just apply a little bit of pressure. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it kind of spreads across like a wave as it makes its bond. Obviously it's removable, but you can see it working its way across, hopefully, on the camera. And just let it finish doing its thing. It'll probably need a bit of help when it gets to the corners. Okay, so we're just going to take the cleaning sheet, of course, and just help it along in those last couple of bits. Okay, so we're good everywhere apart from over here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's 3 little bubbles here. So we're going to try and work those out first of all, just using a little bit of pressure. Not too much because we don't want to do any damage, but that actually worked just fine. And that is it. Once you're happy, you can pop the tape off. If you do need to remove it, you can. Just kind of get a fingernail under it on one side. It'll come off fairly clean. It's not like our other screen protectors that are kind of one and done. You can retry on this. The problem is every time you remove it, you stand a really good chance of getting more dust under it. So that's the only issue there. So we're just going to remove our special tape. Press and hold for 3 seconds to bring the display back. And there you have it. Just a little bit about the 2 finishes. So this is, as I mentioned, the matte finish. It's easy to see on camera, so that's why we used it for the demo. We also, of course, have the clear finish. It's a really personal thing. There's plenty of discussion about it on the forums as to who prefers what. For me, I don't have 20/20 vision anymore, so the matte for me is a great compromise. I think it massively reduces the glare and fingerprints. But at the slight consequence that some of the clarity is lost, and I mean, you can't hear it, but it's slightly smoother than a Kindle Paperwhite screen if you have one of those. So it is a very light matte texture, but it does an awesome job at just getting rid of all the glare. But the downside is you lose clarity. So if you do like a shiny screen with really sharp graphics, then probably the clear version is the way to go. Anyway, hope this has helped. And 9H tempered glass screen protector, exclusive to Abstract Ocean, perfect fit for the curved screen. That's it. Thanks for watching.